Going to tracker hunting coons at night. Gimli swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting buds off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of their shoes are from New Balance. The turtles used to battle all over New York.
It was radical.
Now they work late nights in customer support.
It pays the bills.
They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
Hi Colonel, this is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me, but I have to admit I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D. More like D Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
News alert. Someone is stealing Gotham City's power supply. Danger of citywide blackout.
When you want a Diet Coke,
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nerddom's Poll List. It's been so long. How's everyone doing? Is everything kind of working? Kind of, until we get to audio. Then we have some issues. I hope you had a great holiday season. I hope you and yours did amazingly. First one of the year. That's it. Did you guys like the new intro? Oh, man. I've had those videos saved on my computer forever, and I never made it into a new intro. But, dude. First one of the year. That's it. We did technically pull some comics last week, New Year's Day. But, yeah. We can talk about those if you want. But I have a huge box. You can't see it behind the logo. There's my... It's basically a short box full of comics. But, dude, I wish we could start the year off on a good note. But, damn, man. Pure insanity going on in LA. Pure freaking insanity, man. Gen AI, I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings segment. No, come on, it's funny. Middle-aged Mutant Ninja Turtles is great, and so is Solid Walking. I hit the smokes in my stomach. I wish I could do a Christopher Walken impersonation that well. Who knows? Maybe it was me. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But damn, dude. Hope everyone is freaking safe. It looks like we already got some drone footage. Someone who probably is wanted by the government now did some drone footage, and I don't think they were allowed to. They shouldn't have been. But they got some footage, and man, it is devastating. This whole area is devastating, but it's not only just one fire. I believe it's like 5 or 6 fires. So, pure tragedy. My heart goes out to everybody that's affected. No lie. Like, we're going to have our fun. We are. And we're going to talk some comics. We're going to talk some nerdy stuff. You know, what's the year ahead? What's 2025 have in store for us? A lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming this year. I had a really great conversation with the people at the comic shop. And, dude, we have so many crazy things to talk about. We have so many crazy things. So, Anthony, good to see you, dude. I hope you're well, man. And then everyone, thank you for coming back to the poll list. I've been kind of radio silent, too. I haven't really posted a video in like a week. Because I just hadn't worked on anything. So, we're back into it now. We have a new video coming out either tonight or tomorrow, talking about Skeleton Crew that happened Tuesday. So it was the penultimate episode, and we have a huge year of nerdy stuff going on, man. We got so many games coming out, movies, TV shows. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. We also have conventions. We have a couple of conventions we may be going to. WonderCon, we put in our press application again, our media application. We'll see how that goes. Last year we were accepted into WonderCon, but we didn't get Comic-Con. Now, I do have a Comic-Con ticket for one day. We didn't get any other tickets. So, I may go for one day, try to get as much footage as possible, and then, you know, maybe I'll go vacation somewhere else, and maybe we'll edit while on the road or something. I don't know. But that sounds kind of like a fun summer thing. But, dude, this year, just to go through the freaking schedule really quick, we got next month, Captain America... Situation was bogus. It was so bad. Remember, we got in right at 9:03. We got in right at 9:03 when it opened up. We were going to grab all the Comic-Con tickets, but alas, the system crashed. So I was going to make a video on that, but I'm like, nah, whatever. Everyone's already poked that bear, you know? And so, yeah, that freaking happened. And then when they re-rolled, we didn't get many days. We got Thursday. We actually didn't get any days. When they did the redo, they closed ticket sales, and my situation still said I had 15 minutes. So I didn't even get let in. I didn't even get let in. The sale closed without me even getting in. So that was terrible. But I mean, I guess worse things could happen. Obviously, worse things could happen. But we do have WonderCon coming up. We're definitely going to cover WonderCon. We may cover actually more anime stuff. So there's like an Anime Impulse or Anime Expo there's one in LA, one in Anaheim. So we may go to those this year. But bro, looking at the releases happening this year, not only am I going to be trying to get some game reviews out, I'm trying to finish up the Indiana Jones game. I ran into a really bad puzzle and I was going to make a video on it, but I fixed it. But anyways, I was going to make Indiana Jones coming out soon. We have not Falcon. God, his real name is Falcon. Captain America, Brave New World is in February on Valentine's Day. I know. Nothing more romantic than Anthony Mackie fighting Red Hulk. March is the big one, dude. March is Daredevil. March is Daredevil. That is going to be a big show. That is going to be a huge show. I honestly have no idea what's going on with Star Wars. I don't know what any Red because he's in love. L for love. I don't think Star Wars have anything besides Mandalorian and Grogu in 2 years. I don't think they do. So it's going to be a huge, heavy Marvel year. And of course we got DC, but let's talk about, like I said, Daredevil in March. Going to be freaking huge. That is going to bring us, I believe, long enough into May. May is Thunderbolts. Andor, you're right. When's Andor's release date? You're right. All right, April. We got it, April. You're right. So Daredevil is going to lead into Andor. And then we got Andor. You're right. What was the other show? I don't remember anymore. We got Andor, and then it leads into Thunderbolts in May. And then Thunderbolts will lead into a really heavy July. There is some more TV shows, right? Happening this year. Wasn't there Ironheart? And then we got Wonder Man's in December. Ironheart's in there somewhere too. We have Ironheart. Fantastic Four is going to be a huge one. I'm curious what they're going to do with that. We have seen nothing. We saw a trailer for Superman, which is in July. I think the same exact day, or if not a week or so later, or a week or so different between them. But we're going to see how that is. They're probably working 24/7 on that movie, Fantastic Four. They're probably working 24/7. And then after that, after July, I think it kind of does slow down. The only thing coming out from Marvel after that is Wonder Man in December, because they have a December block. And then nothing from DC, I don't think. They have Creature Commandos, which I know I have to watch. I'm so sorry. Up on the list of stuff I need to cover is Creature Commandos. Of course, the last episode of Skeleton Crew, we're keeping up on that one. We got Secret Level. I watched part 1. I need to watch part 2. And then we got What If? Or as I like to call it, Who Cares? Thank you. I'll see myself out. All right, see you later. But yeah, that's that's not going to be a lie. That's going to be the title. It's not What If, it's Who Cares? Because I watched about half of it, and boy, oh boy, I cannot. So we have a lot of coverage coming out very soon. It should hold us over until Cap Brave New World. And then, like you said, we have a little bit of time in between that and Daredevil and then Andor. So you can see we have a jam-packed year when it comes to TV, movies, and then video games, of course. We have a couple of games coming out. We have Kingdom Come Deliverance in February, which I'm interested in. But our backlog of games is going to be taking up a lot of time. So indie, since it pertains to something that I like, Indiana Jones, I really do love Indiana Jones. And I think this is, spoilers, so far the game is doing really well, making it feel like an Indiana Jones title. The stealth mechanics are kind of bleh, but I believe this is supposed to be an entertaining movie, quote-unquote, theatrical type experience that's supposed to be entertaining to watchers, to gamers who are couch gaming. So that's going to be a little spoiler into my critique of the game so far. It's not a hardcore stealth game, nor is it a hardcore beat 'em up. It's like in between. The stuff it's kind of a cool mix of things. I'm definitely digging I'm definitely digging it. I'm liking it a lot. But yeah, hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season and you aren't stuck in this. So let's just talk about this really quick. And let's see if the sound works. I bet it doesn't for me. Yeah. Oh, I muted it. Hold up.
Coming in low over this fire, the Sunset Fire.
Yeah,
so many of these engine companies were basically at the base of Waddles Park, and this is
KTLA. It's
7600 block, almost the 7600.
It's sad, man. Luckily, look at they got Chinooks in there. They got some heavy hitters going in now. So let's talk about this just a little bit. So far, 6 wildfires are now burning across LA, and here's where things stand. So the 6th fire, Sunset Fire, broke out in Hollywood Hills near Runyon Canyon. So that's a big one. You can see on this list. We got the Hearst Fire, Lydia Fire, Eaton Fire, Palisades Fire, and then it's right next to the Hollywood sign. So my thumbnail is not far from being the freaking truth on this one, guys. This is scary stuff. Not only for LA, but for everybody, because something like this, if it's not contained, hopefully the weather is agreeable. Hopefully the weather is cooling down wind-wise and everything, because if the winds carried on, or if the fires make their own winds, you could have a huge problem. You could have a really big problem. It doesn't matter really what the weather does. The fire does create a different weather system within it, and it creates its own wind stuff. So, yeah, man, 130,000 people are impacted by evacuation warnings and orders due to Eaton and Palisades fire. So, can you imagine? That is so many people, dude. That is a huge number of people. 60,000 people are from Palisades. 70,000 were evacuated for the Eaton fire. And the Eaton fire is, like I said, Runyon Canyon by the Hollywood sign, that kind of thing. So this is really big problems going on in the city of LA, and just hope that everyone's safe. And I think it wouldn't have been appropriate to avoid it since we are close. I don't know if you can smell it. I don't know if you can smell it through your TVs. I don't know if you can sense it, but my nose is definitely clogged from all the ash and particulates that are in the air. So yeah, I just hope that everyone gets out. And again, I mean, I have a lot of personal effects, as you can see in my office. And that's the other thing I want to do. I want to do an office tour. I want to clean this place up and do an office tour for you guys. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, it's nothing compared to your life. Nothing compared to your life. Yeah, whatever you have, it can come back. But life, you can't get back. That's for damn sure. So yeah, I wish the best for everybody. And I mean, the biggest news that I wanted to talk about is 2 things. First off, it was the fire. But second off, it was that Marvel Rivals is freaking killing it. Office Tour would rock. Absolutely. That's what I'm planning. So as of right now, Steam charts a freaking loan, players right now is 438, 462 on Marvel Rivals. So this, for the nerd community, is huge because it shows the interest. So to me, not only is it a fairly good game, I think it is like a copy of Overwatch. I get it. And Overwatch ran so Rivals could sprint, in my opinion. The interest, I think, for nerdy stuff is still sort of there, but in a different regard. So this is kind of like the Fortnite-ification of this, versus like the MCU, Star Wars. All of these brands are now sort of seen as boomer brands, as millennial brands. Brands that the kids are definitely not interested in. I think this is a good opportunity to get the next generation interested in these comics, in these stories. You know, they have so much to work with in ways of costumes and cosmetics, different things. Because of the comics, because of the movies, because of all that stuff, they're going to be using so much of that. And I think that is going to show interest. That is going to have people like, oh, what's this from? oh, it's from this trade that I can buy. And I really hope that this is going to drive interest in comics, in nerdy stuff, back up a little bit, just for everyone's sakes. It's really sad. And I hope that the material that is coming out right now is able to fulfill that fulfill that interest. A lot of the stories, dude, I had to, I told you guys before we took a break, freaking the new Iron Man run, I dropped it in the first issue. I couldn't take it. I can't take it. No offense, I hate the writing. I do. I didn't like it at all. I have issue 2. I don't even know if I'm gonna read it. And it was supposed to be like the Saxon War, or something, setting up that. I don't. If that was the caliber of writing that he was going to be doing at that point, I'm just like, whatever. I'm good. Compare to what other artists are doing, like really, some really cool stuff in comics. It just was like, man, whatever. I think it's boring, and I think it's like the old script. It's like some of these writers still have the old code from 2018, and they haven't downloaded the new code. Like, actually care about the characters and the story and stuff, and don't just put in words that is, I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah. One of my great Christmas presents, brought to you by Ghost Energy. Hashtag not an ad yet. Unfortunately. If you've seen it in my videos, there's another case behind me. That was one of my Christmas presents. So, spoilers. But dude, I really do hope that they're able to capitalize on this interest. I think the game is good, and the abilities that a lot of characters, that many, if not all the characters have, are fun to execute. The alts, and it's just utter chaos. It's utter chaos, and I know people are getting really good at the game, and there's competitive. I haven't really touched competitive yet, but I really do hope that they're able to capitalize on this number. This number is just Steam. The game is available on consoles for free as well. So just imagine how many players are out there, but just know there are more PC players in the world than there are console players. So, I mean, shoot, those 50 series cards are insane, dude. I would love to talk about that. So those 50 series cards from Nvidia, supposedly they have the same performance as a 4090 in a 5070. Freaking insane. Now, that is using also AI. That's using AI frame generation. I'm not sure it's native, so that's the thing. But their claims are that a 5070 for the price of like $749, or maybe even $500. I don't remember which one actually now. Yeah, it was $700 possibly for that one. But that is a 4090 performance. Absolutely insane. I think PC gaming is going to be very accessible in the future. Very accessible. That was always the most expensive piece, was the GPU and the CPU. So, yeah. Look at these numbers, dude. This is right now. Absolutely insane. Yeah, of course they've gone down. Everyone's back in school. and work. Oh, man. But, yeah. That and the 50 series, I really do hope they can capitalize on this and have some good material for everybody to read, to watch. I don't think the MCU is going to do it this year. I don't think the MCU is going to come back. I really think the budget numbers have stabbed them in the back, and I don't think they're going to make up the ground. That's just my prediction for the year. You can put that in 2025 predictions. MCU not able to redo their budgets. They're not. Reciprocate? Is that the right word? Something like that. Recoup. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. And then the Skeleton Crew. Bad news on the Skeleton Crew. Unfortunately, I don't know who this is, but Skeleton Crew has the worst Star Wars ratings on Disney Plus, which are even lower than The Acolyte. This hurts my feelings. This supposedly in Nielsen ratings is worse than The Acolyte, worse than Andor, worst Star Wars show in Disney Plus history. performance-wise. Excuse me. I don't think this show is deserved of that. I actually do like the show a lot, and that's what's really hurting. So, Acolyte fans, talking to you now. Acolyte fans, if you're out there, I feel your pain. I am also delusional that this show is good. No. Star Wars fatigue, you think so? There is a conversation that I want to think about for an oversaturation of a property. Like, I think comic books are kind of easy, you know? If you don't buy a lot of comic books, you can jump into one story, and then it's a very cheap medium, comparatively speaking. You can read a comic book fairly quickly, but you can keep it going over time. You know, an issue or two a month, that's $5 a month. You can keep a story going for a long time. You don't get saturated. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It feels like Star Wars is, to me, a movie franchise. I don't think it's worked well as a TV format. And it needs to be big, and it needs to be not episodic, but I'm trying to think of an event. It needs to be an event. And when you make Star Wars ER, it doesn't make it special anymore. Like, how long was ER on top? You know, I feel like ER was on top for a long time, but maybe it doesn't. Is this working now?
Not like they were last night, which is...
No, it's not working. It's not working. But yeah, it's Star Wars fatigue. It is people, I do believe, got burned by the Acolyte. I don't think they want to get hurt again. And they're just like lost interest, dude. They lost interest. What's crazy is that you can now watch Hulu shows on Disney Plus if you have a Hulu subscription. So if you have a Disney Plus and a Hulu subscription, you can actually access like Shogun and other stuff on Disney Plus. So I'm curious if that's going to drive up their Disney Plus numbers. They're using logins as subscribers, you know. Skeleton Crew is also the first Star Wars show not to have its premiere make the Nielsen ratings, which are automatically turned on in your Disney Plus accounts. So that is insane. I didn't know that. Samba TV has also again refused to publish numbers. Samba TV hasn't published ratings for a majority of recent Star Wars or Marvel shows, likely at request of Disney, who is an investor in the company, as obvious the ratings are in the gutter. That is according to Matt McGlowan over there. But that's really the two big stuff that I'm seeing is like, I know that Armie Hammer wants to play Batman. I don't think that's gonna work. He was supposed to be in the dude. Oh, what's his name? The dude who made Mad Max. He was supposed to be in that Justice League when he was making the Justice League movie a long time ago, which would have been wild to see. But I don't think that's going to work out. I don't think that's going to work out. Dude, wildness over here. I don't think any situation's really going to change on the fires, but there still seems to be a little bit of wind, but of course, it looks like this lady is near the fires, which again, like I said, the fires do make their own wind pattern when you're in it. So that's the scary part. That's the big thing, man. We'll see how these properties go out. So Armie Hammer was recently vying for that spot. He wants to be DCU's Batman. Alan Ritchson, who is Reacher, has been teasing it as well. He wants to do it. I'd much rather have Alan. I'd much rather have Alan. There was one dude I saw a clip of on Twitter, and he was, dark-haired. I can't say that. What's the word you're supposed to say? What's the word you're supposed to say? Yes, that Armie Hammer. Yes. The Lone Ranger himself. Yeah. The Lone Ranger himself. But yeah, he wants to be He wants to be Bat. He wants to be the Bat. But let me grab the poll while we're here. Grab the poll list. I got a new light. Okay, we have all of our comics here. I forgot to charge this guy. That is a duster. Let's see what's going to be the pick of the week. Pick of the week. Pick of the week. We got a lot of comics this week, guys. Okay. Okay. Pull list, 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 pull list. Ow. Okay. I was gonna say, where's the music? There's the music. First one on the list is a surprise. My LCS put this into my pull list to see if I'd enjoy it. It is from Image Comics, from the creators of 8 Billion Genies. This is Charles Soule and Ryan Brown's The Lucky Devils. The Lucky Devils. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Scott Snyder said, it's funny, heartfelt, and razor sharp. You'll have a devil of a time putting this book down. A twisted, irreverent, and hilarious send-up of the times we're living in. One of the best new series of the year. Chip Zdarsky said The Lucky Devils is classic, Soule and Brown, wildly inventive and fun. So, this one does look pretty crazy. It looks like they're in prison or something, and they are little devils. It reminds me a lot of Pain and Panic from Hercules, that cartoon. So, that's the first one, is Lucky Devils from Image Comics. Put them over there. Next one on the list is The Uncanny X-Men, issue number 8, and this is Simone, Garin, and Wilson. So, just to let you know, I am about still 1 month behind on my reading. I read a lot, and I'll probably end the stream by just hanging out with you guys and taping. But I just read Uncanny X-Men, which ended the Sarah arc with this one. So Sarah is a woman who is troubled after Xavier broke up with her. She isn't a mutant, I don't think. She's more so like a tortured, not a tortured soul, but like she just is messed up from the past, and she is taking it out on all these mutants. So, yeah. This looks like Mr. Sinister. Look at that. That almost looks like Mr. Sinister. We'll see. It probably isn't. But yeah, I'm 1 or 2 issues behind on this one. Uncanny X-Men. So that's number 8. We have Black Panther, Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 12. I am super behind on this one. Very behind on that one. It's uber white right now because the TV show. There you go. Uber behind on this one right here. I think the last thing I saw was the 2 groups were going into a huge battle. And it's Khonshu and Ra versus Wakanda, basically. And I accidentally crumpled it a little bit getting it out of my backpack, but all good. Next is Mark Millar and Valerio Giordano with Nemesis Rogues Gallery, which I am actually caught up on. So this is issue number 5. We learned a lot about Nemesis. We learned a lot about his past. It looks like the group that is after him is because it's his old sidekick who he left for dead. He takes advantage of his sidekicks and then he uses them as a patsy. So he uses them as bait, that way he can get away with all the riches, and then the sidekick basically takes the fall for him. So that lady took the fall for him, but she escaped, and she made her own rogues gallery for him. So pretty insane book. It's very violent, very irreverent, very Mark Millar, very much so him. So I'm digging it so far. It's a nice change of pace from a lot of stuff that I am reading. This guy, I am one issue behind on this one. This is Scott Snyder and Walta and Martin with Absolute Batman issue number 4. Issue number 4, Mr. Spiky Man himself. So I read issue number 2 a while ago, because when that initially came out, I really did want to have that for my initial review on the Absolute universe. But I am a little behind, but so far I'm digging it. Out of the Absolutes, like I said, I've only read issue 1 of Superman and Wonder Woman. I'm very far behind. And then I've read 1 and 2 for Batman. But I always love Batman. Like, no matter what universe you put him in, I am most likely going to enjoy the type of character that Batman, Bruce Wayne, brings and is. So, Absolute Batman, issue number 4, and I hope to get further into the storylines for you guys this weekend. I'm going to be doing a lot more reading, so we'll see if we can do that. Also, we have a couple of videos planned out. I just need to write one of them, shoot the other one, and then there's a couple other ones that I need to shoot. Like I said, Secret Level and other stuff I need to review for you guys. Next one is Rick Remender and Bengal's Napalm Lullaby. It is back. This took not a hiatus, but it took a lot of time off in between the holidays. I think the last issue that I read was issue number 6 before the holidays, and that came out in November. So I just read issue number 7. Really cool way to bring you back into the story. So after he does that a lot, damn it, takes a long time, man. After what we saw, they made their escape, but they weren't able to fully escape. So what happened was, the sister, I forgot her name, she ended up creating this dream bomb, basically. Everyone gets caught in this dream bomb, and so it just, at the end of the book, it just goes boom, like white, like all white. And then in issue number 7, when we pick it back up, you see a dream. And I figured it was a dream because the brother was older and he had a girlfriend in an apartment and all this other stuff. So I'm like, this isn't real. This is put on by his sister. And it was. It's revealed to you later on that it is. But the mission now is that his sister basically blew everybody up, but now she put everybody in jeopardy. Everybody's in jeopardy now, so he needs to go kill his sister. So, pretty big one there. This one, I really do enjoy the difference. It's different, it's different, and yeah, it's pretty bonkers. This one's pretty bonkers. He had a staggered release for Low too. I mean, I get it. Maybe he wants to take time off. Maybe they do an arc, and then the arc is finished, and then they take a little bit of time off, and then they do another arc. That makes sense. I know it's a lot of work to just keep it going. So, I heard also that another Rick Remender book was good. It was not Scavengers. Gosh, what was it? Sacrificers. I heard Sacrificers was good. Excuse me, I saved it in my app. I heard that one was good. Toyota Ghost, Scumbag, Sacrificers. Ow! Damn, dude. I have a knot in my beard. I have food in my beard. Why didn't you guys tell me? It's gross. Just don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Don't look at it. Next on the list is actually a number 1. The typography on this looks like stuff that I've made in the past. Couldn't tell, sorry. No worries. I'm messing with you guys. I do have food in my beard, but just don't worry about it. So this is Daredevil Unleash Hell, issue number 1. I do enjoy a good Daredevil story, but this is, of course, Elektra as Daredevil. I didn't really like her last run. I'm just giving this one a try to see if it brings anything else to the table. It's an issue number 1. It's a red band, so I'm going to give it a shot, see if I dig it. The last one was Daredevil. Oh, I forgot the one that Elektra was in, but that one too. But we'll see how I dig this one. If I don't, I'm not going to pick it up again, because depends on who's writing it. It doesn't even say. Doesn't even say, man. Doesn't even say. Geiger made it to issue number 10. Big issue. We got Junkyard. What's his name? Junkyard Joe? We got him on the cover. We'll see what happens. I am 1 issue behind on this. The last issue that I read was issue number 8, which was a pretty crazy story to see the wasteland, right? We've been living in this nuclear wasteland for a long time, and we meet this group of children, and we're like, wait, how's a group of children out here with the suits and all this stuff? Turns out they're from a community that the bombs did not affect them. They're in this canyon, almost like a freaking oasis, and they roll in, and I missed this part. I think I was maybe distracted or something else, but you see the adults of the children burning the books, and it's not only the children's books, but it's also Geiger's and Nuclear Knight's books. So this was the books that we talked about in earlier issues that were so important, that were, our culture, our beliefs, our that kind of thing, our morals. Everything is taught through these books, and they mean so much to them, and then they're just burned from this townsfolk. And the townsfolk were basically saying, this is our way because the outside world is scary. So that's where I left it off, and Geiger is pissed, but he ends up leaving, and he's like, there's nothing I can do. So that was the last issue. Maybe he's going to run into Junkyard Joe now. It might be the next in line. We did see the group of leaders who are after him, and also the last issue I read, the king dude was able to make it into the town. So they got to fight that group to make sure that the town is safe. I keep having to move my camera. I didn't put it away yet. And the final book is our pick of the week. So I've been having a great time with an entertaining comic. Their whole series of horror, of science fiction, has captivated me. It's really an anthology series, each one of these issues. And I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with this title. And this is Cruel Kingdom. Issue number 1. You can see I think it's going to be fantasy, sorcery, that kind of thing. And I do believe that we have another anthology book. The quality is always good on these books. The art has always been fantastic. And it's these short little anthology stories. So again, it reminds me of when I was reading Boy's Life for Boy Scouts. They used to have a really short comics story. And these little anthology stories really do remind me of that. It doesn't look like there's a character that's bringing you through each of the stories like the horror one does. But again, we got 4 separate stories in this kickoff book. I've been having a great time with the publisher. I did hear some not so great things about Oni, who is, I believe, it's the publisher. I heard some not so good things about Oni, but I mean, the product here is quite good. It's quite good. I do believe it is I think it's a $4.99 title too. But I've been having much better time with these stories. Yeah, $4.99. I've been having a much better time with these stories than I have with Creepshow. Creepshow has been hit or miss, man. Like, I love the nostalgia of Creepshow. I love the branding of it all. But those stories that they were coming up with just wasn't interesting me at all. So I can't wait to see what they got here. We got some fantasy, we got some medieval, and I think it's gonna be a good time. So Cruel Kingdom is our pick of the week, and we'll see if I can read all of them. I also have last week's pull list. I can just pull up on the screen, to be honest. We have League. The League of Evil Assassins. What was it? The League of Evil Exes. So last week was not a big leak, really. We had Absolute Superman number 3, which I am 1 issue behind. We had Batman issue 156. So this one, I do believe Batman issue 156 is the kickoff to Hush 2. I could be wrong, but there's going to be a Hush 2. It's either this issue or the next issue, which we'll see what they do. Looks like 90% on here. We got Daredevil issue number 17. I didn't enjoy issue number 16 that much. I was all right. Yes, Hush 2. Hush 2. Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee. They're back. Right here. Pretty sure. DC Comics announces Batman Hush sequel and the return of Vertigo. This was at New York Comic Con. Hush 2. Yep, Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, return. It's gonna be big, man. The original Batman Hush introduced the titular bandaged killer, who was eventually revealed to be Bruce Wayne's childhood friend, Tommy Elliot. So in the last issue of Batman that I read, I think it was 155 or 154, you see Tommy Elliot, and you see the big introduction of that. Is there that? Oh, was that? It might have been Justice League Unlimited? It was one of those two. It was either Batman or Justice League Unlimited that I just read. Didn't Vertigo publish that panel with Batman's meat? Was that Vertigo or was that just DC proper? One of them did. This is DC laid the groundwork for a sequel in the 2022 release of Batman Hush 20th Anniversary Edition, which features the new epilogue story that leaves Hush's fate uncertain. So this is going to be different than my trade of Hush. My trade of Hush has DC Dark. It might have been DC Dark or Black Label. It might be the Black Label. Yeah. This isn't the first time in recent months that Loeb has revisited an iconic Batman storyline from earlier in this year. DC recently launched Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, the final act in the Long Halloween trilogy, which I didn't read, unfortunately. As for Vertigo, DC is reviving a fan favorite imprint 5 years after its original demise. The new Vertigo will again focus on adult-oriented prestige comics, which is smart because we're your fans. We're who's buying comics. But where the DC Black Label line, there it is the home of mature readers' stories featuring existing DC characters and properties, Vertigo will emphasize creator-owned projects. The first release under... Good job, IGN. Udner. I'm so sorry you had to type this up. I'm so sorry they had to type this up. They probably typed this up at New York Comic Con. Udner. The revived Vertigo banner will be a reprint of James Tinian's The Fourth and Alvaro Martinez Bueno's The Nice House by the Sea. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Look at that exclusive. The hell is this? Oh, Peacemaker's making a spin-off. Peacemaker presents the Vigilante Edgy double feature, features a Vigilante story by Tom Seeley. Okay, whatever. But yeah, there's gonna be a Hush 2. Spoilers. Oh, we didn't finish the poll list. The doy. We also got JSA issue number 3, which I read the first issue. I dug it. Two-Face issue number 2 by Christian Ward. And then the Ultimates, issue number 8. So that was last week's poll list. I did read Ultimates issue number 7. It was the one with Hulk on there, and it was a huge fight between the Ultimates and Hulk, and the group of Hulks. That was pretty crazy to see the Ultimates basically fail, and Dr. Doom having to teleport them back to base. That's basically what happened in that one. But, yeah. Knick-knack of the week, Christmas gift related? Okay, you got it. You got it. Oh, let's see if I can do this. So I've had an Evangelion EVA Unit 001 forever. And I'm curious if you're going to be able to see this, but I finally got a stand for it, and it looks badass. Oh, I may have broke my stand. Do you see that right there? No, you can't. Hold up. So you see that little Evangelion right there? He's on his knees now, and he's going through a, God, what's it called? A field. That's our soul, our ego. So he's on his knees. He's on one knee, and he is ripping that open. Oh, yeah. The other thing, if you can tell, it's kind of cool. Do you see the flare? Yes, AT field. That's it, AT field. So if you can notice, there's little flares. This is the next thing. Yes, AT field. It's been so long. I need to rewatch it all. Okay, I didn't break the stand. It's a good thing. So he's on his one knee, and he's like ripping over the AT field. I thought that was a really cool pose. I need to get another one for my Gundam model. The next one is, as you can see that flare, that's actually a lens filter. I added a lens filter to this lens, and I can kind of spin the lens flare anywhere I want. But I thought it gives it a little bit of a different look, you know? I like the way it looked. So you'll see little flares off of the lights behind me, but I really do like the look. It looks a little cinematic. Eat your heart out. Yeah, do Mass Effect. Mass Effect right there. It's a blue flare filter. I really do dig it. I also got an ND filter with a cap for my other camera. Technically, I'm going to probably get a blue filter, a blue lens filter or a blue flare filter for this too, and I can just stack them. But I really do like that look. And then the ND filter is going to help with the look of it all. I also messed with the settings on the camera a little bit. I hope it looks okay. I think I like the darkness and the way the lights are right now. I like the way it looks here. I think that I dropped the ISO a lot. I didn't do it. Yeah, here's our knickknacks. I do need to make a new knickknack. New knickknack intro. I don't know if you noticed in the last couple of videos, I had this light over here, and I've always wanted another light. So we got another light over there. If you can see it, I can probably just pull it off, to be honest. That looks pretty cool, bro. That looks pretty cool. I like that. I like the way that looked. That was kind of cool. But it's a tube light. It's a LED. It's an LED tube light. And I have it on a stand. Cool thing about that tube light is that it's $30. So I really do like that. It's working fine. Working really well. It's working really well. I just feel like it gives a little bit more light on this side. It fills the space a little bit more, and it lets the dark edges of the corners just get a little bit more. And I've filmed a couple of videos with this setup, as well as I think I filmed another video with it. I don't remember. I thought I did. But what else did we get? We got, oh, yes. I don't know if you saw it. This big guy. So this is just a tripod. Oh, I'm a little too excited. So this is just a tripod, but this guy. This is an automated camera slider. So what it does is it travels back and forth, slowly. So if you saw a couple of my new videos. My new channel trailer actually has a shot from this camera, from this view. I think I just messed up my whole thing. And I can show you what it does. Ta-ta-ta-ta. So this is an old shot. That's an old shot. This was a newer shot before I fixed this camera and its lighting. You can see the blue is the tube light. And then this light is the other light. But this right here, it goes slowly. It goes slowly. But this other view is actually on this camera slider. And it just gives you a little bit of a different perspective while recording and a little bit of movement. Just a little bit of subtle movement right here. And that's really all I want it for, is go back and forth, back and forth. So I got that. That's a big one. It's really neat. Thank you. They sell larger ones, but I mean, this one's, I'm going to use it in the office. You know, I'm going to use it in the office, so it's not much. Let's see what else we got. Of course, we got the case of Ghost Energy. Of course. Oh, yeah. I got a comic short box. I'm trying to remember what everything was on my list. Some of the stuff was really boring. I do have a big Christmas gift, and I kind of do want to show it to you. That's a weird thing to say. It's a weird thing to think. Let me see. I'm looking at my Christmas list. I got another filter. It's a black diffusion filter. I got the stand. I got the short box. Oh, Dadoy. I wish I could take the camera off of that and show you this. But if you saw my Instagram, you saw that Nerd Dame got me this pegboard. And what it is, it's right next to me on this right-hand side. And it is organizing all of my stuff. All of this stuff used to be in a toolbox underneath my desk right here. But now it's on the wall. I can easily grab something, put it back when I'm done using it. I've already filmed a couple of videos with it there, and it's already been great. Like my lens cleaning kit is right there, super handy. All my different stuff is right there too. Like, let me see if I can. I doubt I can because all the lights and stuff, man. I don't think it's gonna allow me. It's not gonna allow me. Damn it. But it's super useful, and feel free to check out. I don't think I posted it. I think it was a story. If I can do this, hold up. That would be funny. This will be funny. I don't know if you can tell. We're high tech here. So that's what it looks like. It's just a pegboard, but it's got all of my camera equipment. All of my camera equipment, my stands, my mounts, it's all there. Super helpful, man. Super helpful. That's a really big one for me. Again, we're going to have an office tour. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I have more stuff to review, honestly. Oh, we got this guy. Let me show you this guy. This is for the camera gimbal. This is actually expensive. So, we got this guy. This guy was $49.99. Excuse me. This guy was $49.99, and what it is on my gimbal for my camera, I can just put this guy right here. Mother, father. Right here. And then I can have a monitor on the side. So I was running into a lot of problems with the monitor up here or on my sling handle. I didn't like the sling handle because I felt like I was too far back. This one, it's great because it's in my primary hand. And then I can hold the monitor like this. So the big test for this is going to be a convention or one of the videos that we may shoot out in the world, which I do want to shoot soon. I have some ideas. They're fun ideas, really big ideas. Big league ideas. But I think this is, I can't believe this was $50, bro. But this is going to help me with my monitor right here. So I'm shooting and I can have the monitor right here. I've already tested it. It's freaking awesome. So it really, really, really good. Let's see what else we got. Gotta spend money to make money? I think I'm done. I got this cable. So I got this USB cable that is low profile. So when it's on the camera on the side here, a lot of my USB cables were hitting the gimbal. This one's low profile, 90 degrees. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's what my setup has been missing. Also got a lot of gear. We got a lot of gear. We got this little guy. What's this little guy? This is SD card storage. SD card storage, and it's a reader. So instead of me plugging my camera in and having to run it off that, I can put the SD cards back into here and then plug it in via USB-C into the computer for editing. And I actually just bought myself my last gift, and it was a brand new hard drive, external hard drive. I have been rolling off of an old WD My Book since 2017. And it has been causing a lot of issues with production. So I said, F it. There was a sale. I bought my old one's 2 terabytes. My new one is 4. It's 4 terabytes and it's a solid state SanDisk, I want to say. Solid state. It's not WD, it's... Dude, my hardware is old. The streaming PC, God love it. It's a SanDisk. It's a SanDisk 4 terabyte Extreme Pro portable solid state drive. So it's up to 2,000 megabytes per second. And it's plugged in via USB-C. So the read-write capabilities that this drive is giving me already is beyond what the other one is. I'm so much happier with it. And trust me, there has been times when the other hard drive was bogging down, like I said, my production time. It was bad. It was bad. It would overload, it would 100% out, and I couldn't do anything because everything was on there. So I did a test. I put files onto my solid state that's just in the computer, and it was fine. So I knew it wasn't the video format, it wasn't anything like that, it was the hard drive. It was always the hard drive getting bogged down by 100%, so I bought a new one for that. And yeah, that was a lot of money. But in the end, like I said, it's going to be great. For instance, if I do go to San Diego Comic-Con or a different convention, or if I'm out on the road and borrowing a laptop, I'm going to have all of my assets on there, which is scary. It's very scary to think that I would do that. I'll probably put it onto a different drive and work off of that, but still, yeah. You're dealing with the dead drive right now? Internal or external? But yeah, I haven't used this too much. It has a hook, so you can put it on something if you wanted to. Like I said, it is SD card storage and reading writing. I don't know how much I'm going to use it, but I've already used it a little bit on the computer rather than going through my camera. So really do like this so far. And I got the stand, the filters. That was basically it. I do have one more gift. Internal. As an external. Oh, I got one of those. Yeah. I got one of those. Where did mine go? So, this actually is... Do I even have it? I do. So this is an internal drive that I turned into an external as well. I got one of those. I actually used this for Comic-Con this last year. I used that and it worked fine. So I do think it's just a dying drive. Good gift haul, loving all the upgrades. Oh my god, me too. Me too. So that's the kind of Christmas gifts I like, but there is one more Christmas gift. One more Christmas gift. I don't know if I should show you guys though. I'm filming it. It's gonna be a surprise. I have to build it. And when I say it's gonna take a long time, it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a long time. It's a build. It's not a puzzle, but it's kind of like half puzzle, half model. So I'm building that, and it's going to be... I picked a spot for it already. It's going to be massive, by the way. Keep the mystery? Okay. It's going to be up there, and then all that stuff may have to move. So I'm thinking I'm going to move some stuff behind me when I'm done with it, but we're definitely going to... We have so many more knickknacks to go. We do. Many in the future. Many in the future. And an office tour. You're going to get an office tour probably next couple weeks. I wanted to do that. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a good video, like starting off 2025. What do we have in the office? That kind of thing. So, yeah, that is the knickknacks of the week. Mostly in league with production. I hope the look of the camera and stuff you guys are digging. Dude, the hook fell off. How good are you if you just fall off? My dude. My dude. So not only did you have to get the pegboard, you have to get the pegs themselves. And you may as well just get an entire set. This is 220 pieces, 278 pieces. So if I ever get more pegboards around the house, I have pegs for everything. I have hooks. I used all the buckets on the pegboard. And the buckets are holding cables, attachments, you know, screws. There is one more thing I need to get, and it's a small rig tool with Allen wrenches and stuff, and that's just purely for having on my person whenever I equip this out in the field. I hate using separate Allen tools and stuff, so just having one Allen tool maybe on my keychain, I think is going to, again, make things a lot better. My dude, my Muad'Dib? How sad is that? Is that even nominated for Best Picture? Did that even come out this year? I'm sorry I never made a best or worst of 2024. I just ran out of time, dude. I ran out of time. When did that come out? No, Dune 2. That came out in March. How is this not winning Best Picture? Fudge, dude. Seriously knocks everything else out of the water. Knocks everything else out of the water, in my opinion. I was gonna play some Marvel Rivals, but the sound isn't working. Let me see if the sound fixed itself. I doubt it did. We'll see if we can do a fix between now and Sunday, but I do plan on streaming Indiana Jones on Sunday. I think it's gonna be fun. We really want to finish this game. Like I said, I've been having some good fun with it so far. Tim the Tapman's playing Rivals. This is wild. This is wild. Let's see if I get sound.
That's in here.
Still messed up for me. How's it sound for you guys?
You don't get a Hawkeye, that's what happens, bro. It's insane. Especially if like you have a Hawkeye that like knows what they're doing.
For me, it's like lagging.
Against. Stop.
I can try to play one game.
Up there, do we count the Hawkeye loss?
It's been a while since I played Marvel Rivals.
Your call.
It's been a while. Sounds alright. I can't perceive any lag. Okay, so that is purely on my end. And last time what I had to do was take apart the streaming computer, pull out the capture card, and put it back in. So what I think happens is... what happened... I mean, it was working fine last night. I was playing Indiana Jones, and I was working fine last night. I have recordings, even of it working just fine. So, God... If I have to go to Costco and get a new streaming PC... If I have to go to Costco and get a new streaming PC... That's what savings are for, right? There's got to be something wrong with the streaming PC and how it uses the capture card. I think it's low power or something. Motherboard related. Let's see. But yeah, man, I had a really great Christmas. Really great Christmas. And I'm glad we're back. I just need to read all these comics. So I have my beanbag chair behind me. I don't know if you could see it. See it? That is where we've been hanging out and reading comics. So I just literally post up. We're going to play one game of Marvel Rivals. I just post up and read some comics, and maybe we'll do some of that tonight. No, I need to finish my video. So I'm editing a video of Skeleton Crew. I need to finish that tonight. So be on the lookout for a Skeleton Crew review tonight or tomorrow morning. I will post on Instagram as always when it's out. And yeah. What else? I need to post on YouTube community more. So that's one of my goals of this year, is to post on there some more. Let's try a competitive. We haven't done any competitive. Let's go. This is a crazy good game, huh? That's crazy. I can't believe I'm getting lag. To me, it sounds like a robot. So we'll see if I can even deal with the craziness that this is putting upon me. Honestly, it just makes me sad. Just makes me sad. But yeah, this is a killer game. How long do you guys think this game is gonna last? Do you think it's a staple, or does it have the push? They're doing really good content-wise so far. Like pushing out different events. 10-year game easy. I think so too. I think that's highly accurate. Marvel making money off of the licensing. That's not bad. That's not bad. Come on, guys. Here we go.
Heroes could make all the difference.
And we got support.
I'm not anyone's sidekick. What I do is best done alone.
Okay. All right, we have a pretty interesting makeup. Let's see what we can do.
I was rebuilt to be a weapon, but now I'm the one that
Coming in
pulls the
30
trigger.
seconds. Stay strong.
I knew the world whose inhabitants resembled bipedal.
Let's see.
Oh, holy walnuts. Find me a ticket. Oh, that got a goop is gonna get us.
Got here late. What up, Mendo?
The battle starts in 5.
Oh, you're gonna love my intro
3,
then.
2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area. Hey,
We hold them here.
just rolling Asgard.
See if I can hit him from up here.
Heavy weapons.
Found one of their soldiers. That's what I need.
They went up here, guys.
Playtime's over.
I'll be honest, I don't know how to play this game. And the sound is driving me insane. I wish you guys could hear what it sounds like.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I don't know if you can hear it. Did it fix itself? No, it didn't. It didn't. There was just no sound coming through.
Better stop that vehicle.
It sounds like better stop that vehicle. I don't know what it is.
They've made it halfway. Stop them.
Get out of here.
Hey, check out this big acorn. You must make haste to the Hall of West.
Damn. Perfect on my end. Sorry it sucks. Yeah. It's all good, man. It just shows me, you know. Just shows me.
My mission isn't
That's all.
over yet.
It just shows me.
They hit a checkpoint.
That's some heavy
Now
artillery,
might be a good
Frank.
time to stop them.
Much better.
My friends are here.
See if I can I flank?
Just stampede.
What up, Mando? How are you, man? Happy New Year.
Judge, jury,
Jesus.
executioner.
Jesus. I am garbage.
Come back here.
Much better.
How are you? How's your New Year going, man?
This time I need healing.
No lie, I might just mute my mic. Mute my headphones. That's how bad the sound is for me. Left a message a minute ago. Don't. Oh, you left a message? Where? On a video or something? Probably not. Sorry, man.
Here they come.
Damn. Where'd she go? Good soak. Damn. This heals.
This should help.
It's. No, here in the comments. Oh, you really? The new Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I said, you're gonna love my outro then.
I unleash the
It's now or never. Stop them.
What's the new Tales of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? When did that come out?
Judge, jury, executioner.
Are you serious right now? Let's see if I can do that. Hold on. Nah, is that for you too? No, it isn't. I might play better.
The current score is
I was gonna say I might play better like this.
2,
Hold on.
3. Time to switch things
Okay,
up,
now I can't hear a
including which
thing.
side you're
I
on.
can't hear a thing. Must have missed you reading it. No worries, no worries.
I'm not anyone's sidekick. What I
I'm
do
gonna
is
switch it
best
up. I'm
done
gonna put
alone.
Punisher
You'll
too.
need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm gonna be
I'm not
Punisher.
a hero. I'm the Punisher.
It came out last year. It's a follow-up to the last Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Was it the one with that Seth Rogen wrote or something? And it's all the characters, same exact characters. Again, I can't hear the game at all. Let's see if I do better, because it's disorienting, dude. It's disorienting. Alright, we got a team up activated. So now it's our turn, and the Punisher, he has a shotgun, assault rifle, smoke grenade, grappling hook. Not a grappling hook, it's a zip line.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
And then he has the turret, of course.
Hey, I like your firearms. Never thought I'd find someone with the same.
Literally my first game of competitive.
Yeah. What do you got? In your
I
trash
cannot
can?
imagine
Let's see.
playing this game on a mouse, on anything but other than a mouse keyboard.
Mini black hole.
If you're playing on a gamepad, more power to you.
Starts in 5,
But just being able to,
3, 2,
you know.
1. Don't forget.
All right, let's go.
Securing the mission area is your top priority.
It's our turn to do the attack.
We're gonna have a
Bogey here.
Try to get that Hella. There's that Loki behind there. Captain America.
Smoke screen.
Really need to finish these guys off. His shield's low. Okay. Got a pick. Let's go. He wrote the cartoon too. Jackie Chan doesn't voice cartoons. So he's speaking vermin. So they say he's speaking vermin. What? Squeaky noises.
Our enemies are near.
Or as goofy, obvious. So the person's just trying to. Are they trying to imitate? Move, dude. Get that pick. Let's go. What are we doing? I need a flank. What are we doing, guys? How was that movie? Was it actually good? I know everyone was clowning it. I don't understand how he got me. I think it's on Paramount streaming services. That makes sense because they own Nickelodeon. So that smoke grenade hurts, huh? I didn't know it hurts people. You learn more every day.
I'm an easy target. Watch out! Battlefield ready again. Our enemies are near. Beware, behind you.
Just embrace the light.
What is going on? Now my left monitor is freaking out. It's gonna run for the point.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Only 60 seconds left.
Look at this pro strat. Come on.
Judge, jury, executioner!
What is going on? Did you get 1,000,000 comics for Christmas? No. I bought myself 1,000,000 comics. 4 and around Christmas, as I always do. But we got a short box. We got a short box for Christmas, which was nice. Gonna rest. GG. Hey, Brett. Hopefully I get everything set for Sunday, man. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Welcome to 2025, where we still need to buy a new computer.
Final 10 seconds.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm just gonna play this one game and probably hop off, but we do have a new outro. I did see your Black Series haul. It was legit, dude.
Final score 0-2-3.
The Boba Fett, the... Oh, what's the dude from the Crimson Empire or whatever it's called? That figure is actually at my LCS, and I've debated getting it. We got annihilated. Alright, let's see. Well, can't get any worse than that. Can't get any worse than that. Well, I need to figure out why this is doing this, dude. It is terrible. That is bad. That is so bad. I can't believe it's doing it again. I thought I fixed it, but I didn't. It was working just fine the other day. Escape. Get me out of this game. Get me out of this game. But yeah, we'll see if I can get this fixed. I have to finish my edits on my Skeleton Crew review. Yeah, Kirkanos is his name. Hasbro messed up and wrote Carnor Jax on the box and the wrong bio. He had fun editing those speeder bike photos. Yeah, that looked fun, dude. That looked fun. Is that what they did? They messed up on his name on the box? Because like I said, my LCS has that. But oh man, let's see, what time is it? 8:46. I gotta finish this Skeleton Crew edit. It will be posted. I'll tell myself it's getting done tonight. It's getting done tonight for sure. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Carnor Jax is the villain from Crimson Empire. Gotcha. See, I never read that novel either. Never read that novel, but the Shadows of the Empire stuff, that one's gonna be sick. That one's gonna be sick. There's actually some Batman exclusive stuff to Target. Looked pretty cool. That's you just watched Skeleton Crew? Did you like it? Or you can wait. You can wait for me to post my video. Either one. But yeah, I'm gonna finish that edit. I'm gonna get it going tonight. Give myself that deadline. And yeah, we have some more stuff to review this weekend. We have a lot of work to do. And I'm gonna try to make an essay video too. Big essay video that I've been thinking about for quite a long time. So yeah, that's it for the pull list for this week. We'll be back Sunday for the Pixel Space, where we will be playing some more Indiana Jones. Jude Law's favorite character is your favorite on there? We'll see if he's good or bad. We'll see. I have some speculations on that, so. Mando, I didn't record, I didn't do your intro. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna work on that too this weekend. Whenever you show up. That way I can bring it. So thank you, Brett. Thank you, Mando. Thank you, Anthony, for hanging out. First show of 2025. It was fun. Hopefully everyone again stays safe out there in the fires. Your life is more important than anything you have. So, hey, we do have a new outro. Feel free to hang out and watch that if you like. But we will see you on Sunday. If not, we'll see you next week on the pull list. Take care, have a good night, and we'll see you later. Good night, Mando.
Aragorn's a tracker hunting coons at night. Game the swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting butts off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of their shoes are from New Balance. The turtles used to battle all over New York.
It was radical.
Now they work late nights in customer support.
It pays the bills.
They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
Hey Colonel, this is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me, but I have to admit I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D. More like D. Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
News alert. Someone is stealing Gotham City's power supply. Danger of citywide blackout.
When you want a Diet Coke,